Cambridge is home to the Scott Polar Research Institute, or SPRI. It was created in 1920 after a public appeal for funds after the Terra Nova expedition, and it's probably the biggest physical legacy of Captain Scott's last expedition. As well as having a fascinating polar museum, SPRI also has an incredible archive collection of not only scientific data and artifacts, but also some of the physical equipment that was used by Captain Scott on that last expedition. So they've been kind enough to show us some of the kit that is kept in storage downstairs, including two of the stoves that were used by Scott's expedition, one of the ski poles, and even one of Captain Scott's leather boots.
Boots,
one of Captain Scott's boots?
Yes, and it's from Oslo. It's got the maker's mark, which is Hagen from Christiania. But this is one called the Silent One, and there's another one called the Roarer. So they're kind of distinguished by how noisy they are in use.
Actually, we have a roarer. Our stoves
does it roar?
Really loud, and it's quite reassuring.
It's working. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
We're very fortunate to have the opportunity to see some of these artefacts. In order to preserve them, the conservationists at SPRI go to great lengths to look after them, and they're normally kept in a controlled environment well away from view. These objects are a unique reminder of the hardships that Scott and his men went through in their journey over 100 years ago, and it's amazing to see what they were able to accomplish with what today would be considered almost hopelessly inadequate equipment. But the techniques and gear that Scott took were the very latest available at the time, and the same is true of our expedition. We've still got a huge amount of planning, logistics and preparation to finalise before we leave in October, but to have got this far has been an extraordinary feat in itself. There's now less than 100 days before we depart for Antarctica.